Hey guys, I don't know what you're doing right now, but make sure you subscribe. Now let's get into this video.
One of your old teammates, Travis Kelce, bro, he gonna re-sign with them Chiefs. He not hanging it up yet. Surprise? Which I said.
No, I'm not
he wasn't gonna
surprised.
hang it up.
I'm not surprised at all. I think it's hard, bro. Like the way I walked away from the game is not the way most competitors want to walk away from the game.
Yeah.
Like I walked away from the game and I didn't go to the playoffs last 3 years.
Right.
In my career, after I was like, accustomed to going to the playoffs.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and so I think for some guys, bro, like, I think it means a lot to them to be able to walk away as a quote unquote winner. And then too, bro, I think with Travis, it's he's given that program a lot. He's given us that city a lot. Probably one of the most like in community guys on the team. He does a lot of stuff in the community.
Right. Yeah.
And it's hard to walk away from sometimes. So and his wife always busy.
Right.
So he got to find some shit to do.
Right. Yeah.
He definitely can't fucking just trail her all the rest of his life. You got to still act like he got a job.
Right.
So. But yeah, I think this year, I think he'll come back rejuvenated, recharged, and I think he'll try to definitely, end it on a high note.
Yeah, I think I said that before on the episode before that he wasn't gonna hang it up because I just couldn't see him with all the injuries they had and all the shit going on. Those guys come back a little bit healthy, come back for his last. This is his last year on the deal anyway. So
yeah, but you got to come back in the right role.
Right.
You got to come back. I can't sign you as, our best pass catcher.
Right.
Can't give you that type of money, but I can give you enough money to where you're happy, you're cool, and you still have some expectations.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Still got some great.
I don't see him. I used to tell myself that a lot too. I would never play. I would never ever disrespect myself and play on a minimum contract.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I do it?
Right. Yeah.
And so you gotta find that right spot, to where, he's happy, he's comfortable, but the team is able to do more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And take a little bit off your plate, but we'll see how that go.
Yeah, Chiefs also made a huge splash, bro, by getting the MVP, bro, Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, I always liked him.
Up to $45 million.
I always liked him. That's a little underpaid too, but I always liked him. I thought, it's not many guys. There's not many guys in the league that I played against that I had like respect for. I respect guys. Don't get me wrong, but like I knew he was a good player. And I played against him maybe a couple years ago, and he like took it like 60 yards to the crib. And I was like, damn. I'm like, when I watched him on tape, I knew he was like somewhat explosive, but I didn't think he was that fast. Yeah. So he definitely got some power, some that balance. Not quite LaDainian Tomlinson, but like on that same tree, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, that's solid. I think that's a nice deal, man. What, that's like 13, 14 a year?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Not bad, but say that the guy was the MVP last year and the team just said, you know what, we're not franchise tagging you. You gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, it be like that though, and I think he can't look at it like that. I think, being able to win a Super Bowl and win an MVP, especially like amongst that fan base, they gonna always remember him. Yeah. Like he gonna always be able to go back to Seattle and throw a party or anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Give out some turkeys. Like, they gonna always invite him in. Right. But sometimes, bro, people got to go in a different direction. Yep. And I think that's the professional side, it's the business side of it. But it's cool to see them get paid though, because a lot of guys they don't get paid. Right. And they kind of just fall on their face and got to end up signing a 1-year deal somewhere. You know, so that sucks. But
yeah, I'm sure
he got a little nice deal, bro. 3-year deal, 45.
And you get to play with Patrick Mahomes.
And like I said, the conversation around that is, man, let's take a little bit off this Mahomes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get him back into the playoffs. You know what I mean? And he could get back to this Mahomes magic shit. Yeah. But through the course of the season, man, how do we take that load off him and don't put him in a position again to be Superman and then get hurt. Yeah.
So another big 9 free agent move, Trent McDuffie, bro, just got extended by a new team, the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Record-breaking, 4-year, $124 million deal. You think McDuffie worth being the highest paid cornerback ever? It's not going to last long, we know.
Yeah, it'll be next week for somebody to get the title.
Yeah, that shit going to be
They get like 2 cents more. We got a new highest paid player.
Yeah. Wednesday, somebody going to sign for the $100,000 more?
No, I think Trent is a really, really good player. He's obviously all pro. I mean, very, very sticky in coverage. He's smart. You got to be smart playing that Spagnuolo defense. Yeah. So I think the value with him. I think I tweeted this when I realized he was going to the Rams, and I think I said, I think they're gonna play late into the season. Yeah. Like they might go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And it's really based off that positional flexibility. Mm-hmm. So being able to go outside and cover receivers, and then being able to come inside and cover Jackson Smith, Jigba. Like,
yeah.
Who the fuck gonna cover him?
Yeah.
So now you got to pay somebody that could go outside, inside, and wherever he go, I got somebody that could go with him.
Twice a year.
And, he's a good tackler. He's a great tackler. My only knock on him is, man, you got to catch the ball.
Right.
Like, you got to catch the intercepts.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You can't just be out here batting shit in the dirt.
Right. They get another shot.
You got to catch some of them, bro.
Yeah.
So hopefully he could catch him some intercept a little bit more, because I think he had like 1 intercept. One year he made all pro and he had no intercepts.
Boy had 30 bad downs.
Like at some point, dog, you got to catch that ball, dog. But
they knew he was a napkin. They thought it's gonna get batted down. It's gonna be a shit.
But I think the Rams they realized too that, man, we need somebody to cover. Yep. That boy in Seattle, and so I think he definitely up for that challenge, especially 2 times a year. That's gonna be like popcorn football. You know what I mean? Like, people gonna tune into that matchup.
Yeah. That's gonna be a good one too,
for sure. Yeah, I know I will, for sure.
Another one of your old teammates on the move.
Damn,
Demario Davis is leaving the Saints, bro. He headed back to New York, headed to the Jets, man.
Man, that's
bittersweet to see him leave.
Bittersweet, obviously, man. That's a captain. That's a captain. That's he's another dude, man, that really poured a lot into the community. I love that, like, because we don't have to do it,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And it says a lot about a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That has made that type of money, and he got fucking 6-7 kids at home,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And for him to be thinking about other people's children, you know what I'm saying, and trying to get them to their next level.
For sure.
Yeah, I just got a lot of respect for Demario, man. I think one of the things me and him sort of bonded over was, man, we ain't never took no days off. Like, we don't play that missing game shit,
right?
You know,
gonna show up.
And so I think for him to be able to go back to New York, though, I think that's that's sort of like a full circle moment for him.
Yeah.
Because New York didn't think he could play.
Right.
And so this is actually his 3rd stint with New York, because he got drafted there. Mm-hmm. Then I think he went to Cleveland for like a year or 2. Then he went back to New York for a year, and then he went to the Saints. So it's cool to see him, team back up with Aaron Glenn. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. So the Jets need dudes like that.
Yeah, bro. But the worst thing about it is New Orleans lost another leader. Like, how does the team rebound from that in itself? Like,
I mean, it's gonna be hard, bro. It's gonna be hard, but to be honest, bro, I sort of saw that writing on the wall.
Yeah.
Because when I retired, it was this little thing in the back of my mind saying, like, this new DC that came in town,
it's gonna be a new culture.
Like, he wasn't, like, he ain't want no older guys.
Yeah.
And I caught that shit early on.
Right.
I'm like, this motherfucker here, he he don't want motherfuckers in the room that got rank, that got too much pull.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I mean, obviously Demario, he played the season and he had like career in tackles, and even Cam Jordan had a career, not a career high in sacks, but he got back to 10, 10 plus sacks. Yep. So, but yeah, I saw that shit on the wall. I said, ain't no way in the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna holler at you probably. So, bro, it look like Travis Etienne might be headed to the Saints too. Is it? You think that's an end for Kamara, or do they?
I mean, man,
pay him too.
Man,
I mean, he don't need much. He said he don't go nowhere.
Me knowing the Saints, they don't want to cut Kamara.
Yeah,
okay. I think they hoping the Alvin coming in and tell him, man, I just want to retire. You know what I mean? But right. I mean, shit, the fucking the hay is in the barn. I mean, you got a guy a couple years younger, explosive, juice. Could play first down, second down, and third down. Yeah. Could return kicks too.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they're gonna do like a 2-back system, it's only one football.
And we still have
you gotta give Olave $100 million. So that means you gotta throw the ball to him next year. He's gonna be fucking walking around pissed off, kicking dirt and shit.
Yeah.
So
Devin our running back, one of our running backs too.
Yeah. I mean yeah.
Somebody's gonna be gone.
I hope not, bro. Because Kamara, I mean, I would love to see him in Atlanta, but
man, you know what I said?
He New Orleans, bro. Maybe they got a plan.
Yeah, you never know.
And I would say, bro, you need 2 or 3 running backs. In the NFL,
do, but
it's hard to pay 2 of them.
It's hard to pay 2 of them. Yeah.
But
I mean, they ain't even really paying them. They really treat them dudes like shit.
I'm saying Kamara makes some good money, bro.
A few of them. I mean, out of 32 teams,
he's well taken care of.
Yeah,
he's top 5, and
yeah, been for a little while now.
It's hard to pay 2 running backs, top 20 salaries. That's all I'm saying.